It's Tuesday, November 8th. I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook. We're going to continue talking about oil and what it means for Guyana, what it's doing to Guyana, and how much of a difference it could and should and must make. Guyana's local content earnings over 129 billion. That's a billion dollars. More than 350 businesses added to register, the local content secretariat. That was from last Wednesday's Kaieteur News. Look, we've got some local content input, and I think that the government, the PPP government, did well with its local content law. It's always going to be subject to revision. We've had the time for payment to be reduced from 3 months to 6 weeks, 45 days. I think that's a good thing. It's got some things that Guyanese must be 100% involved in, like transportation and so on and so forth, and I think those are good things also. So we see the local content, that means Guyanese businesses and individuals have totaled $129 billion. And there are 350 businesses added to the register. That's new businesses. I mean, these are good things. But where my hang-up is, where my concern is 100. When we talk these days, we hear about billions. We hardly talk about millions unless we're talking about US dollars. When we talk about American dollars, it's in millions. When we talk about Guyanese dollars, nobody really talks about millions of dollars anymore. We talk about billions. And here we are talking about $129 billion in terms of local content earnings. Good on the face of it. People are working and they're earning wages. Businesses are making profits. It's better than before. It's way better than before. So how is that translating in the lives of workers? How is that extending into communities, whether it's in Georgetown or in Berbice or in Essequibo or wherever? Why is it that so many of our people still, we keep hearing, the cost of living is killing us. Prices are running away from us. Struggling to make a living is an uphill battle, and doing so under the slipperiest of conditions. In other words, for every one step we make forward, we are sliding 3, 4, and 5 backwards. That's not progress. That's not oil. That's not profitability and prosperity. Yes, I am aware that these things take time and that Rome wasn't built in a day. Here's the bottom line. There are some people who are a handful of people, businesses who are making money, hand over fist. They are prospering. Good for them. What about the ordinary Guyanese people? Brothers and sisters, my fellow Guyanese, and I'm not preaching here, I'm not in church. What happens to the man in the street? What happens to the woman who goes to the market and can't afford to buy 4 out of 7 things or 6 out of 10 things? And the 4 out of 10 that her money can go around to cover, she has to buy less of those, or she has to get a lesser quality of those, whether she goes to the market or the supermarket. This is the reality that our people are crying out about. And $28,000 a month for pension is not going to do it. And $60,000 for minimum wage is not going to do it. And $70,000 a month for our public servants at the bottom of the ladder is not going to do it. So, local content, good things. Where's the local? Where are the locals that are rejoicing other than those that are directly in the local content arena? I think I've said enough. I think the rest now needs for you to work through in your mind and say, are we really benefiting? Are we really benefiting from this oil? I'm GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.